Now, look, toxic men are going to find extrinsic values more of a indication of a high value woman. Her looks, the curves, how she blinks, that type of shit. But a man who's not toxic will find intrinsic value and how she behaves attractive, right? So if you're in a toxic relationship and you're used to toxicity, you might find this video a little confusing because you're gonna say, "What about stabbing? What about slashing his tires? You know, what what about telling his wife? You know, like so it's kind of like no, like that's not the right. It's not the right video for you, Jennifer. This is not the Bronx, okay? So understand that this is what guys that want a relationship do. Now look, at the end of the day, even toxic guys deep down want this, but they're too addicted to power to actually seek it from a woman, right? They're too addicted to power to find this as a long-term solution because they like having control over you. Some guys prefer the power they have over you over this, okay? Now, there are some intrinsic qualities that toxic men find really attractive, and that's usually submissiveness. That's usually having a defeated mindset, and a lot of gullibility and lack of independence. Okay, so these traits are only going to be wanted by guys that have a similar vibration to you. Lower vibration guys, they're not going to do this. In fact, you're going to say Father Alex doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Okay, and by the way, people, we have prints now for the paintings. Prints, right? Look at that. Yo, these prints came out incredible. Look at this shit, man. Unbelievable. So I don't have the prints on my website right now, but you guys will be able to purchase these prints today. They're much more affordable. And look at this, yo. Look at this shit, man. And the first 10 people, no, the first 20 people that purchase these prints will get a signature by me, and you'll get an extra gift in the mail. Oh yeah, y'all gonna find out how good Father Alex is to his subscribers, and it's kind of cool because you guys, you guys watch my video and you guys can be my patron. I know there's a lot of boss bitches out there. All right, let's begin. So the first thing is that a high value woman is a woman who's not easily manipulated. Honestly, that to me is so important. A guy who wants a woman for himself has to believe that you cannot be duped and fooled by an ugly motherfucker. That you have maintained your value. It's like realizing that something that you purchased for $300 was sold for $100, and now you're the one that has to buy at a high price. Nothing lowers your value as a guy observing a woman than knowing that you were manipulated and abused. Like, and not just that, accepted it. Accepting, it's one thing to find yourself in that and leave, but accepting it as a guy, I'm like, it's like watching your man, it's like your man's supposed to defend you and he runs away. You're like, what the fuck? Like, I thought you were gonna, I thought you had more backbone, right? And there's actually a big one right here. Never settles for narcissistic men and toxic guys. If you ever settled, married, stayed long term with a toxic guy, boo boo, I'm gonna give you a harsh dose of reality. You're not high value. You accepted low value behavior. Leaving automatically puts you in a higher value state of mind. But accepting this is an indication that this is how you feel. This is what you feel like you deserve. The next thing is that you bring something to the table. Okay, now you are not the fucking table. Cut that bullshit. I think at the table. So what are you, an object? Oh, I am the table. Get the fuck out of here. We're gonna go to a quick little commercial break. We're gonna go to a quick little commercial break so that I don't close the channel because I was asked, Father Alex, what's the most important courses I should get? And I keep telling people, but for some reason I never offered it in a bundle, which is one, the psychological game of attraction, which is a course for women who are single. Two, natural chemistry, which is a course for women who are in a relationship. And three, the feminine woman. I decided to bundle them up into what I like to call the fundamentals. And this is all you're ever gonna need. I swear to God, like when it comes to relationships and making money, being creative, finding your purpose, and not being taken advantage of, this is the bundle for you. For example, in the psychological game of attraction, we talk about how to go from single
to a relationship. Now there is some dark manipulation strategies in this course. The next one is natural chemistry, which is for women who are in relationships, and this one doesn't have as much as manipulation strategies. And so this one is for women who are in relationships and feel like they never have the upper hand in a relationship. And the last one is the feminine woman, which is a course that I created for women who want to embrace their masculine while not losing the feminine. It's pretty much how to integrate your masculine and the feminine. And that truly is a powerful thing. So because of that, I created this course to balance everything. You can purchase all of them without the bonuses for $250, which is originally $300, or you could purchase all of them with the bonuses, which is I believe originally $500, and it'll come down to 300, which is 299 in marketing terms. This also comes with a lifetime access and a 30-day money back guarantee. Okay. And if you purchase this bundle, you guys will be able to get a 5-minute phone call with me as well. So if you purchase it, I'm gonna be emailing you and I'm gonna be asking for your number, and I'll be calling you and say, hey, you purchased that? Good shit. What question do you have? Okay. So and not only comes with the courses, it comes with me, people. Yeah, that's right. It comes with Father Alex. Oh my escort. Shut up. I'm not an escort. Let's continue with the video, man.
You bring something to the table. So that means if you guys are gonna have a symbiotic relationship, you like to cook, or maybe you like to give massages, or maybe you're the type of person that keeps him in check. Maybe you help him be more organized. You provide something. You're not just there. You see, this is the thing, man. Is as I'm getting older and I'm becoming less tolerant of women's bullshit, I start to notice that some women legit think that their existence is all they need. Like it's almost like they think just because they're a woman, everyone should worship them. And I'm like, how arrogant can you be? It's like, no, you gotta provide something. Bring something to the table. Can you draw? Can you do a spin and Rooney? Are you the type of person that likes to work out? Are you funny? Do you provide good conversation? Build something up so that you could present this person. As a guy, we guys have to build ourselves up with money, skills, controlling our emotions, like bringing some form of value. And guys intrinsically understand this. And some women just feel like just their existence. Oh my God, Father Alex. Yeah, yeah, right. Just their existence is all you need. It's like, no, like as a guy, I want you to provide something. Maybe you make me feel good. Maybe you cook for me that favorite dinner, but you have to provide something. That's what guys say, yo, she's the keeper. I can promise you there's a reason when a guy says she's a keeper, it's usually because she did something that's like unique. I was watching a video about this guy was eating hot sauce and he's bald and sweat was coming from his hair, from his head. And his wife would literally clean it up periodically. That's what I'm talking about. You're providing something. It may seem silly, but it's a partnership. So you got to bring something to the table, man. Too many young women don't know how to do shit. They really don't. Yo, I'm the one that cooks a lot of the times. Like I sometimes when I date younger women, yo, like they like I'm the one that provides something, man. It's crazy. I'm like, aren't you the one who's supposed to know how to cook better than me? What the fuck? It's unbelievable. Next one is that you don't. Oh fuck these tests. Doesn't gossip. Look, man. Nobody likes a chismosa. Nobody likes a chismosa. Nobody likes a chismosa. That's a sign that you're unhappy with your own life. The next thing is that you have very few people know you. Unless you're a boss bitch, every guy wants a woman who has a small circle, not a large fucking circle of dudes. Or it just guys prefer a woman, and this is true, who is low key, doesn't know too many people, and has consistent patterns and routines. Toxic guys will find this boring and unappealing, right? The next thing is doesn't chase chemistry. Oh yes, because this is where your toxicity comes out. This is where your evil side comes out. When you start to chase the high that a guy gives you, right? Fuck this one. When you start to chase a guy just because of how good the chemistry is, well, what happens is that you're always gonna find yourself in relationship that is toxic, right? This is you right here, people. You're always gonna find yourself in relationships that's not good, and you don't want this. Go after compatibility. Go after how you guys relate to each other in terms of whether or not your goals are similar, whether or not you guys have long-term goals. Because when you just chase the high, how good the chemistry is. That's how you get hypnotized by dick, right? You're just following a high like a crackhead, and that's not how it should be. Don't follow the high, okay? The next one is that, well, in above, she values compatibility. That means religion. That means what you guys have in mind. Meaning, you think of long term. Thinking of only chemistry is only in the moment. Someone who values compatibility is always thinking 10, 20 years ahead. How are we going to be together 20 years from now? And that is honestly, that's some white shit, like white people shit. When I say white people shit, I mean like, white people, Jeff Bezos, he planned 20 years ahead, it's not a racist thing. Ah, he's getting a little too close to the sun. Um, the next one is that calls you out on your BS. Narcissistic guys don't like this, but you got to be able to call a guy out on his BS, because when you don't, what happens is that you just come across as a weak person, and you don't want to be this type of person that gives weak vibes. You want to be the type of person that he knows he can't get away with bullshit with you. He knows you're always gonna call him out if you send some bullshit. But I've met women that legit I know she's not gonna do anything. You could tell that she's super submissive and is afraid to speak out. That's actually a real thing. The next thing is that she calls you the fuck, calls you out, and says hi. She knows her role. Yeah, knows her role. When I mean know her role, I mean that um, you're the man and I'm the woman. Okay, I don't try to overstep you, and you don't try to overstep me. And this comes down to compatibility, because when you try to be boss bitch, when you try to be the man or woman, it could potentially emasculate the guy. You gotta have a role where that you guys have predefined, and that you guys stick to that role. That's just how life is. You have value on the table, value of others, self-soothe. The next one is that it's doesn't commit self-violence. Self-violence is pretty much talking bad to yourself, anything that hurts you, talking bad to yourself, continually being negative towards yourself, eating bad, right? Drinking, smoking, gaining weight, losing your health, like not giving a fuck about your health. That is self-violence. Because if somebody was doing that to you on purpose, you would take that as a personal attack. But we tend to rationalize that when we do it to ourselves, because we can't control our emotions. Self-violence comes because you can't do the next thing, self-soothe. You gotta be able to go from a very shitty emotion and be able to talk your way down to a happy, more relaxed emotion. Too many people don't know how to do that, so they rely on others to do that. They rely on manipulation. They rely on getting the high from a toxic relationship. Those high can be a numbing feeling that makes you feel alive, that helps you forget about your low self-esteem. And this is done through meditation. This is why meditation increases your self-esteem, because you start to realize that you don't need that person to be happy. You don't need that thing to make you feel good. You learn to generate your own feelings through generating an ecosystem of positive emotions, right? The next thing is that you value action over word. Meaning, if somebody cheats, you don't look at the fact that they apologize. You look at the fact that they did it. And not just the fact that they say they're not going to do it again. You look at the fact that they actually did it again. Like, too many people rely on words, man. Like, y'all can be relying on appearances. Always remember, man, actions speak louder than words. So many times honestly, I'll be honest with you, I think this is the most common rule that's broken. The most common sense rules is that's broken is actions speak louder than words. Whoever came up with that is brilliant, but it's such a brilliant line that we sort of like make it into a meme. Like, it loses its meaning because it's used so often. But the reason why it's used so often is because it's true. Like, you just it's actually it's a psychological phenomenon that's called confirmation bias. It causes you to believe the bullshit just because you like them, right? Mhm. But doesn't compare. She calls you out on your bullshit. Now, I don't know what the fuck this one means. Self-soothe, judge your actions more than word. Uh-huh. She calls you out. Yeah, calls you out, man. And above all, let's just put this one. she respects herself. And this comes, and no, she's willing to walk away, actually. Fuck that. Oh my God, Father Alex is doing it in the moment. Yeah, no, right? She's willing to walk away, right? And a woman who's not willing to walk away as a guy, and it shows me once again that you don't know how to be happy on your own. Leaving creates, gives you the sensation of complete devastation. So you rather take the hits, take the manipulation, take the abuse rather than leaving. It just shows me that you don't know how to self-soothe. Honestly, so much of self-esteem is just being able to be happy on your own. It's be able to not just be happy on your own, but to be able to go back to a place of peace where you're not committing any forms of self-violence, where you're the type of person that allows life to flow through you. You get what I'm saying? Um, so yeah, remember, never settles, right? For narcissistic men, you bring something to the table, doesn't gossip, no chismosas. Very few people know you, doesn't chase the chemistry, but chases compatibility, calls you out on your bullshit. She respects herself and is willing to walk away, doesn't commit self-violence, can self-soothe through meditation and other forms of happiness. And above all, focuses more on actions than words and not easily manipulated, right? And if you do that, you could tell people you watch my channel, okay? Anyways, let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. Give me 2 hours. In 2 hours, I'm gonna make an announcement that because I gotta put these things online, but I'm gonna make an announcement to let you guys know that we're posting this. And if you guys see the comment that says purchase them in the description down below, you guys can do that also. We might sell them in groups. Okay, there's a lot, but these are really good quality, man. It's kind of crazy, man. And if you guys want to work with me one-on-one, go to mindfulattraction.org. Take care. Bye bye.